Good day, everyone. My name is Charles Jamrib Flor from BSAB 1B, and today I will going to discuss about climate change, global warming, and energy crisis. This is a continuation on the topic climate change as a result of global warming presented by Ms. Eve. This presentation aims to answer the following questions: how climate change and global warming occurs, what are its effects, and how can we reduce it, and what causes energy crisis. Climate change and global warming. Climate change occurs as a result of global warming. Natural cooling and warming support varied life on Earth. The cooling and warming phenomenon today is so unusual compared before. Greenhouse gases, specifically carbon dioxide concentrations, are higher in the atmosphere and continuously increasing, which leads to global warming. Electricity production, transportation, industry, commercial and residential, and agriculture were some of the common sources of greenhouse gases. According to the IPCC report, human-induced warming reached approximately 1 degree Celsius or 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit above pre-industrial levels in 2017. At the present rate, it is predicted that at around 2040, the global temperatures would reach 1.5 degrees Celsius or 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit. If the global surface temperature will rise beyond 1.5 degrees Celsius, it is more likely expected to experience more erratic weather, dangerous heat wave, rising sea levels, and dying coral reefs. The Paris Agreement established a target goal to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. To achieve that, carbon dioxide emissions must be cut by 45% in 2030 and 100% in 2050, putting a price on greenhouse emissions and use technology to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. China, United States, and European Union is one of the massive producers of greenhouse gases, with approximately 46.29% of the total global greenhouse emitted. Electricity, manufacturing, construction, industrial process, transportation, agriculture, fugitive emissions, building, other fuel combustions, emissions, and water emissions were the common sources of emissions. As the world's average temperature continues to rise, it continues to change the climate. As the climate changes, it brings along serious consequences affecting human lives and the environment. According to Bautista in 2018, the following were the effects of global warming: more frequent hot days and fewer cool days, more intense heat waves, worsening storms, floods and droughts, intensified hurricanes, warmer ocean surface temperatures, rising sea levels, more frequent coastal flooding, possible disappearance of island nations, accelerated melting of ice sheets and glaciers, changes in the growing seasons of plants, disruption of normal ecosystem, loss of animal habitat, and possible extinction of animals. Reducing global warming and climate change. Bautista lists the following ways by which people can take their part of reducing global warming and climate change. First, reduce, reuse, and recycled, followed by use less heat and air conditioning, drive less and drive smart, buy energy efficient products, grow foods in the backyard, plant trees in the backyard, replace incandescent lights to fluorescent light bulbs, use hybrid or electric cars, encourage others to conserve, and lastly, support the government projects geared towards environmental preservation. Let us now proceed to our final topic, which is energy crisis. What is energy crisis? Energy crisis is the concern that the world's demand on the limited natural resources that are used to power industrial society are diminishing as the demand rises. Energy is considered as one of the most important inputs for economic growth. This is because many production and consumption activities rely on energy as the basic input. A sustainable and reliable sources of energy can make a country grow and develop. Energy can produce from either renewable and non-renewable sources. Renewable energy include the following: solar, geothermal, hydropower, wind, biomass, and biofuels, which can replenish naturally in a short period of time. Materials like wood, wood waste, landfill gas, biogas, ethanol, and biodiesel are renewable energy sources categorized as biomass. Meanwhile, non-renewable sources of energy include crude oil, natural gas, coal, and nuclear energy, which are directly extracted from the ground in the form of solids, liquids, and gases which do not replenish in a short period of time compared to the renewable energy resources. Renewable energy sources has been a worldwide demand nowadays for its safe and clean production, which do not harm our environment, unlike non-renewable sources which require a long period of time to renew depleted natural resources. The items below are the causes of energy crisis according to Rinkesh. First is overconsumption, followed by overpopulation, poor infrastructure, unexplored renewable energy options, delay in commissioning power plants, wastage of energy, poor distribution system, major accidents and natural calamities, war and attacks, and lastly, miscellaneous factors. This is all for this chapter. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.